Are we live? Oh my gosh. Well,
oh my God. Okay, let me check it. Let me make sure.
it says it's 12
It
seconds.
says we're live. Okay, it keeps trying to.
For
All right,
real.
here's the thing. Looks like this broadcast. There we go. Oh.
What?
All right, I'll have to share it in that group. In one of our groups, it's not going live, but I think we're
Also
live.
share it after.
All right, we're live.
Oh,
Can we check it? Okay, here's how we're going to check it. If
Okay.
any of you see us right now, please say hello in the comments.
Oh,
There we go. Rebecca's here. Hi, Rebecca.
Get comments. Where do you see comments?
I'm special.
You are the special one. Yes, I get very.
Look over to your right.
I don't have a right. I have a left only.
You have
It's
a.
just
You don't have a right, and you don't
yes.
see something that says comments, and everybody's coming in for comments.
Oh my goodness.
Patty and Karen.
Here it is. There's a comment. I see it. But
And
why?
Richie and Lori and Ingrid and Colette. There's somebody else named Colette.
Elizabeth.
Hi.
Cali, Colombia. That's so
And
Daryl. My people are in here.
You guys need to know about Colette and I. Colette and I talk over each other, but we hear everything the other one is saying, and this is the way we have conversations.
Oh, there's Elijah. So these are
Elias. Was there an Elijah? Oh, Elijah also.
Elijah, Jennifer Valance. Look at all people. These must be my people. Hello, people.
Hello, people.
We are going to talk to you about something so fun. And I always wanted to go, and I've never been able to go because we were always selling or doing Oracle Palooza that weekend. But finally, we moved it to September, so I got to go to this amazing thing that Liz Dawn puts together. It's an event in a place called Scamania.
Isn't that the best name ever? No, wait a second. Let's say that name.
Why is that name?
Well, there's a lot of all the surrounding areas. There's a ton of Colette. There's Native American. Oh, look at the baby! Yes, this is how we have conversations, people. Okay, it's like an ADD conversation.
Speak for yourself. So tell us about Scamania because the pictures are wild.
Okay.
Oh, and there's Lisa, by Grace Go. Yes.
So here's the thing, and let me see if I can even pull it up so I can show everybody. So
yeah, you guys have to see this place. It's outrageous, and a whole bunch of my friends, other authors, have done this one event, and they left going, you need to go here. It's like so fun and so amazing. The food and the people and the rooms and stuff you get to do. And so anyway, I told Liz, let's tell everybody, and she needs to explain more. You guys all know what I teach, although I will talk about that a bit, but I think we really need to explain where this is being held and why it's so special.
I'm going to show. Elias just said it's a magical place. So Elias is going to be there teaching meditation.
Elias is very
moving meditation. I can't even say that. Moving meditation. All right. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Liz Dawn, and I've been running a company called Mishka Productions for 28 years. Our 28th anniversary is coming up June 13th, and we create Celebrate Your Life events, retreats, women's summits, online stuff, all kinds of wonderful, magical programs to uplift your life and all those great things. Anyway, so there's a place that we found that is the perfect, in the 28 years I've been doing events, this place is the perfect summer consciousness camp, spiritual retreat.
But it's better than a camp. I have a 5-star diva thing that goes on. I like to stay in nice places. This is a nice place. Okay. This is a very nice place
too. I'm crazy about I have to have a nice, beautiful
quality. It's a quality.
Yeah, quality.
Yeah.
So it is. So for those of you who don't know this, there's something called the Columbia River Gorge in the United States, and it is massive. It's the Columbia River. Well, on one side of the Columbia River in the United States is Oregon. On the other side of the Columbia River is Washington. And there's this beautiful bridge called the Bridge of the Gods that goes over the Columbia River, which is magnificent. The views are unreal. So on the Washington side is a place called Skamania. And a lot of it is reservation land. It's a lot of Native American country. So that's where the word Skamania comes from. And Skamania Lodge sits on 175 acres of forest. And you sit outside the lodge and you watch the Columbia River. I mean, it's magnificent. It's nothing like you've ever experienced.
Mm-hmm.
So we created a Celebrate Your Life Skamania retreat. And what I wanted to do this year is to bring up what we call all the woo-woo teachers, as Colette, you know, the woo-woo crew, right?
Woo-woo crew. Yes, my woo crew.
So it's Colette, it's spiritual medium Lisa Williams,
Amazing.
psychic medium John Holland,
Amazing.
angel reader and communicator Radley Valentine,
So fun.
color vibrational healer, of course, Dougal Fraser. So it's like the perfect retreat. So it's the 5 of them, and they're going to be teaching workshops throughout the 4 days. And then when you're not in workshops, we've created.
No, it's not the best part. The best part is us.
This retreat, like unlike anything you've ever experienced. In between the sessions and the delicious meals, because I'm a foodie and everything has to be delicious and fresh and wholesome, and the chef is amazing there.
Yeah.
We are going to get to choose from all of these playful, heartfelt, soul center activities to kind of enhance all the experience that you're having in the workshop sessions. So I have a horse equine healer. This is the amazing.
I'm doing
it. It's amazing.
Yes.
This is an amazing activity. So there's this equine healer. Her name is Jana Story. She lives here where I am in Cave Creek, Arizona. And I actually personally work with her. She does healing sessions with me with the horses. I am flying her up to do equine healing sessions. We're bringing in horses. You don't get on the horses. It's just an energy thing of working with the horses. So we'll have an equine healing session. I'm taking people kayaking. It's a gentle kayaking journey.
Oh, I'll go kayaking.
Okay, come kayaking with me.
I just won't go up in the air with those.
Okay, the air thing. Yeah. We also have an aerial park obstacle course. So you're up and out. It's so scary. Like I did it and I was shaking up there, but I did it because I wanted to get over those fears.
Oh, I should do that.
And I was strapped in and everything, right? So you're up about 60 or 70 feet in the air and you're going through these different aerial like obstacles, basically. It's an obstacle course up in the air in the trees. And then there's a zip line experience. And then we also have one of our teachers taking everyone on a gentle hike, and then they'll be doing some forest bathing.
Is that with Danielle?
That's with Danielle is doing the nature hike with photography. Yes.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She's doing photography. So she'll teach you how to use your iPhones. Gretchen is taking everyone for forest bathing.
Oh, I know. Gretchen. Oh, so many great people going to this thing.
I know. It's an amazing program.
Personally, and I know a lot of us, everybody go together, but I would join in on the kayaking and the horse thing because I've actually never done it. So I've always
never kayaked?
Oh, no, I've kayaked. Yes, I know how to. No, I've never done the horse thing.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a really, really beautiful experience. And you can't I've tried.
I ride, but I've never done that.
Yeah. You're just in the energy of the horses, and she does some exercises with you and that you do with the horse. And it's just very gentle. Like that's the best way that I can explain it. But the horses reflect back to you your own kind of emotional state of being. And you have this like whole healing experience with it. I've done it so many times because I just love it.
Yeah. No,
let me show you. Okay. Let me show you let's see if we can figure out how to do this without. All right. So.
Hi, Alyssa. One of the most amazing mediums on the planet is here also. Yes, you definitely should. Elisa Patrice, yes. I missed her in Florida, but she is extra. She's shared this stage with me before. She's amazing.
Okay, here we go. Just so you can see what this magic looks like. So this is an actual image. Here's the lodge is down on the bottom right, and you're sitting at the lodge overlooking the Columbia River. Like this is for real. This has not been touched up. This is the for real image. And so the retreat is on August 4th through 7th. It's my birthday weekend, so we are going to have a dinner dance party.
For your birthday. Love it. Love it.
Yes. And these are the Cascade Mountains. It overlooks the Cascade Mountains. You're in the forest. You're overlooking the Columbia River. It's everything. It's become, I have to tell you, Colette, this has become one of my favorite all-time retreats.
Right.
Like, I've been doing this a long time, and this has really become one of my favorites. We've got like the best team. So here you can see this is part of the aerial obstacle course. There's Danielle.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so great.
Yeah, it's really, really beautiful.
They also have an amazing spa. Let's discuss the spa.
Oh, the spa's lovely. And they have an indoor swimming pool because
I'm heading to the spa. Yes.
Yeah, in the summertime it won't be too chilly, but it's just beautiful. And here's our amazing speakers. So let me go ahead and give everybody the URL in case if this resonates for you.
Lisa, you got to come. You said you've been drooling over the scenery. You get a new passport, you can get one. Are there mosquitoes? I think there probably would be some, but not a lot because it's pretty, it's got nice breezes there. I asked that too. I looked it up. So
yeah, there aren't. The only time there are mosquitoes. So my husband comes up with me and he and his buddy go mountain biking and they go through the forest and all the trails mountain biking. And so they do find that they have mosquito, but I make him an organic mosquito repellent. So I actually make it.
Eucalyptus and pine and nothing ever goes on me.
Yeah, it's not like we do a lot of our meals outside. I've never, ever been bitten by a mosquito, ever up there. Because I don't know, maybe they spray some lavender or something. Yeah.
I live on a farm. There are mosquitoes. There's everything here. There's ticks, you name it. You just have to be careful and you spray this stuff on you. Like eucalyptus is, I love the smell of it. You just put it on you. Recipes for the sprays, you can look them up online.
Oh, I put in a few drops. So in this little spray bottle, I put in like 5 or 6 drops of citronella oil. And then I put in a couple of drops of lemon and then a couple of drops of lavender. And the citronella no, you're not going mountain biking. My husband's not taking people mountain biking.
No.
That's too much of a liability.
What you're doing, the citronella one, I have one of those too. It actually, the lemon and the lavender take away that kind of icky smell of the citronella.
Yeah.
It smells really good.
I love doing that.
Yeah.
What are you going to teach when you're up there?
So I'm going to do something, lately I've been teaching a lot about manifesting, right? So lately I've been talking a lot about that. But what I wanted to do is kind of give everybody in this 3-hour seminar a broad look at going all the way back into a past life experience, like whatever it is that is preventing you from moving forward here actually has its root at another life. So we go back as far as your psyche will take you to the origin story of whatever it is that's actually preventing you from being full out. Because right now that we're in this incredible portal, humanity is going through this shift. Which is why we're seeing all the crap happening, because we're in what's called chemicalization, where everything looks bad. It looks the opposite of what we're trying to actually do, but that's a natural process of the manifestation process. So the whole global psyche is going through that. So this is the perfect time, the most profound and powerful time to choose another reality, because we are potential, alternate dimensional realities are all parallel to one another. So it's not as hard now. And this is times of great turmoil, economic difficulties, racial and the tension, politics, all that kind of stuff, is the time when you need to make that choice, right? So we want to go back and eradicate at the root, from the past life, whatever it is, and learn and then discuss it. And then we want to get to a space where so it goes past, present. We look at what's going on now. Who do you want to become? And then we plant that in the future, and we actually go into the future. So moving towards the future then becomes more about you learning how to live in it before you see evidence that it exists. So, a lot of deep meditation, using oracle cards to navigate it and reflect back to you so you can do it quicker. It's going to be pretty profound. We'll have lots of time in between to talk about what just happened. So it's a good 3 hours intensive that it will blow your mind. I will promise you that. If you come with an open mind and you come with a willingness to see and explore and be curious, I'll tell you, there's some amazing things can actually happen because, yeah, right now, like even the weekend that you're planning this is just right before the Lion's Gate, right?
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, so there's, when we go the 8-8, now this is a 7-year. So in numerology, next year is the 888, which is that big one, but we're prepping that early part of August. I think Uranus is doing something with Mars. There's some astrological configuration that weekend that makes it really profound and powerful and potent for people to choose, to hold on to that string of reality that weekend. So you actually chose really well.
Oh, and it's so funny because I did not want to do it on my birthday weekend. And it was the only weekend that the hotel had available.
Oh, best thing you could have done was this week.
And then Jeff's birthday is 3 days later.
No, it's
3 days later. So that's a power time. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I looked at it because remember it was like, when you asked me, it was the first year I could actually say yes to this thing. I was so grateful that you asked me, right? It's a privilege. It was a privilege.
Colette, you're like amazing. I love having you at all our events.
Well, I know, but my schedule is always kind of conflict. But this time
it's a woman.
Yeah. But I thought, wow, what a perfect time, especially because I've really been doing a lot of research on why the hell does everything look so shitty.
Right? Can you talk a little bit about that right now?
I actually, and for those of you here, I am doing a manifesting workshop and this is part of it on the 14th of June, and I'll bring, and I'll remind you about Scamania then too. But there is a process that there's a Unity Church minister named Catherine Ponder, who was part of the New Thought movement, who was born in the 30s. And one of her books were one of the seminal books on the universal laws of co-creation or manifestation, whatever you want to call it. Law of attraction is one of many, right? And she talks about a situation where people tend to sabotage their manifestations when they set out their intentions and they hold space for this to come because they don't see the evidence yet. You can't because it doesn't exist yet in front of you. You have to pull it in from the invisible realms, like the mystical realms, or if you go sciencey, the quantum field. So what happens is it's very rare that comes like a boomerang and boom, you get it. What typically happens is you are confronted by everything, either in your affairs, in yourself, in your psyche, in your life, that doesn't align with the thing that you say that you want. So we want equity, we want justice, we want so many things in the world. We want good things for everybody. We say we want all these things, and now we're seeing it like worse, the appearance. So but she talked about the individual, and I started studying recently all these other teachers that talked about it, like the channeled Seth back in the 70s.
Time.
Yeah, I started re-looking into the nature of reality, and so I was saying, how can we apply this to that? And you can. So when you see the world predictions about all these things that are coming up right now is because the boil has popped. Right. So we have to let that disgusting pus come out. I hate to say this, for us to really recognize the shadow. The shadow is everywhere right now. It doesn't mean we're going to stay there forever. It's where we have to be very conscious to not get seduced by it. That in fact, that is not our primary reality. This happened because we've been asking for better. That's what revolution is all about.
It's almost like what they talk about in terms of, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. It's almost like what they talk about in order to see the light, to feel the joy, you kind of have to feel the darkness. You've got to see the darkness. Yeah, I'm actually in a hotel right now, you guys. We just finished up a 4-day retreat, a healing retreat with Anita Morjani. We're still here. We just ended it like an hour ago. And what's so powerful about it is that everybody has been coming in saying the same thing that you're talking about, Colette.
Right?
It's that like darkness, it's that heaviness, it's that pus energy.
And we have to love, and we have to be so compassionate. Everybody, listen, and it's not the same for everybody. You know, some people come to the table with way more trauma than others, but the whole human race has been subject to its own traumatization. And now, in order for it to move, because we are moving into the golden age, we are out of the Kali Yuga. So now it's like this. So how do we not see the outer world and think it's going to be like that forever? Because it's very depressing. And even within ourselves, we're seeing whatever biases we've had, whatever real challenges in our own personalities, in our way in which we're dishonest in a way, right? All of these things, right? You and I have talked about it, right? It's like all this weird shit that we do. So
the shadow comes up for me a lot, you know. But what I noticed.
So, and the plan failed, but it is not going to fail. I love what Avalon Isola de la Mele said. You know, you're correct. We get a choice point. We get to come around again, and we get to do it differently.
Yes.
But we are actually here in real time. So these events are ways in which we upgrade our frequency just by being in them. So, so coming together with a common decision to bring ourselves closer to the light without bypassing the shadow. So we learn both, and we have to straddle two worlds right now. That's what the resilience is all about. It's not about how much money we have or don't have. It's not about anything that's tangible that you can touch. It's all the inside. But there is a big seduction, like the darker qualities of life are very seductive.
So the drama becomes more enticing than stepping into joy.
It is more enticing. Joy is boring.
We just got, there is something about it because it's that chemical, you know, we talk about the neural pathways, but we want to start choosing thoughts and emotions and feelings and emotions and thoughts that serve us rather than depleting us.
Right.
I mean, I saw this weekend was perfect. And we just closed this event. We've got close to 200 people here that the light just went on. And yes, it's about the teachers, but it's also it's coming together in community.
Listen to me. Listen,
without
the people, there is no point in doing the teaching. So
right.
So you stepped on something that's really important. So we want to be able to choose, which is an empowerment, but we have to become conscious of the way that we've been taken hostage by the stories that have been imposed upon us by our, you know, all of this stuff, right? So and I really love the idea of when heaven is on earth, it's not going to be instant. That's the other thing. This is a process, and we have to know that when shit gets real, this is not a time to blame and not a time to shame, not a time to guilt. This is a time to say, oh, right? It's like, I'm going to surrender and I'm going to choose, but I am not going to negate, because the minute you negate and say that's not real or it's someone's fault, you bring yourself back into unconsciousness, right? And this is the stuff we're going to be talking about, certainly in my 3 hours.
And with John and everybody else.
And then everybody else is going to do their version of this, because this is like, all of us are like diamond. We're like one diamond, different facets.
Exactly. Right? Exactly.
Like, we are one diamond, right?
We are oneness. I mean, we are one. I mean, we know that all of the teachings that come, you know, from ancient, everywhere ancient.
Nothing is new.
For those of you just joining us, Colette and I are talking about the Celebrate Your Life Skamania retreat. And here's what I ask. Just go to the website, read through it, look through the pictures, read the workshop, and see what it feels like. See what, if your spirit is guiding you, your soul is calling to you to be there. We have so many people that come by themselves, but you will be alone for like 2 minutes.
For 2 minutes.
It's true. Soul
But
tribe happens. Soul
yes, don't
connections
even worry
happen.
if you don't have a friend. You will make friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will
So
make.
many people come by themselves. And there's a video there. I mean, take the time to really observe it and take a look at it because there is nothing like coming together in person. I mean, I love all of our online programs, and Colette does
You're
an
right.
amazing job.
Great.
But when you come together in person, heart to heart, soul to soul, there is a transformation that does take place in the space to
Yeah,
allowing yourself the time away to retreat from your everyday life, to
yeah,
have that space to heal, to have that space to come together with like-minded supportive soul community. I saw it this weekend here. And for 28, this is why I've been doing this for so long. For
yeah.
28
I
years
know.
I've been doing this. And I
I
love
gotta tell you, I gotta tell you something too. Like I love Liz's events because it's like a big party. Like you have dinner together. We have dinner with you. It's like we
yes.
everybody gets together and they're like nothing else. There really is a very celebrate. You know, when her mom was still alive, who was born on my birthday.
That's
I
right.
remember that. Yeah, I'll never forget meeting your mother and looking at her and going, "This woman is embodies this celebratory nature of why we come together." And you've evolved the events alongside of the evolution of the content too, which has been super great. And I have to be honest, guys, this like the group of teachers, they're all my friends. So
No.
was like, oh, we're gonna have a hoot. And if you've never seen Radley Valentine and Dougal Fraser together, oh my God.
They're
Like
screaming.
they are like Mutt and Jeff. They are like Abbott and Costello. They are the most hysterical, spiritual group of Abbott
Oh,
and Costello. They're so hilarious. Yeah.
oh my God. Oh, Shauna, you have to come this year. Oh, you've got to come this year.
It's so fun. And I'm super excited. I've always wanted to go to Skamania. And yeah, very, very cool.
And
So
it's only like 45 minutes. So you fly into Portland, Oregon airport, and it's only 45 minutes from the airport. You can take an Uber, or we've got a recommendation of a shuttle service. You do not need a car because we feed you breakfast, lunch, and parties for dinner. And it's really, I think this particular, even over the Sedona retreat that we do, you guys,
Lisa,
we do this Sedona retreat at Enchantment, and this one, I still think hands down,
love the Sedona one. I enjoyed that.
but this
Lisa
one, I've
Lynn
been
Scott,
so in
you
love
are
with
my
it.
birthday too, Lisa. You're my birthday girl too, Lisa Lynn Scott. She's
Oh,
born July
that's
17th.
hilarious on July 17th. Oh, I love it.
And there's a new moon on July 17th this year, Lisa, just so you know.
And
Um,
so we are 3 weeks to
yep.
the day apart, Colette.
Are we really?
Yeah, so my
That's
mom's
what
birthday was
you're
like three. That's how I knew if my mom's birthday fell on a Monday, then my birthday was going to be on a Monday.
That's so funny. I love it.
I
Well,
know.
listen, I really thank you for spending the time and thank you for, we were trying to do it last week, but after Tampa, I caught a cold on the plane coming home and I
Oh,
got knocked on my ass. I could not even put a sentence together because I sneezed every single day. I think I got allergies and a cold. I was in bed all week. Crazy. So they do have a vegetarian food too, right? At Skamania, they have
oh
all,
yes. So okay, so here's what I do. I'm an idiot about the food thing, just so you know.
which
A
is good,
loving idiot. And the
which is
chef,
really good because she gets great food.
well, because I don't do the regular menus. Like when you go into a hotel, okay, the catering, your conference services manager, that's who I work with, they give you these catering menus, and I look at them, I'm like, oh no, 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 no. And I actually just sit down with the chef and we design menus that also have, we've got meat protein, we've got vegan, because my mother was a vegan. We also have gluten free. We also have vegan gluten free. So just know that I always have a salad at all of the lunches and the dinners because when all else fails for me, I'm eating vegetables. There will be gluten free options, vegan options, vegetarian options.
Yeah.
So we make sure that those dietary needs are definitely met. And especially my assistant is celiac, so she's got to have gluten free. And of course, I'm very sensitive to vegan as well.
Yeah.
And protein, and there's meat, and there's fish, and there's chicken, and everything.
I eat fish, I eat chicken. It's, it is what it is. And
Yeah.
yeah, and that is actually one of the things I love about your retreats too, because I know I'm going to sleep in a nice bed. I'm going to sleep in a good bed in a clean room, and I'm going to get good food. And the people are always nice.
Yeah,
Right?
I know. And my team is amazing. You guys,
Oh,
your
God.
team is just fantastic. I love my team. This weekend, I mean, we even got compliments from all the attendees because we're in a retreat right now. We just ended our retreat with Anita Morjani, which was beautiful. And all the attendees come up to us how loved they felt and welcomed by my team, because we really we're like a big soul family. We're just a big soul tribe family. So yeah. All right. Well, Colette, I so appreciate you taking the time to coming and hanging out and chatting.
Great. Thank you.
Oh, look what BJ said. This is so sweet.
Yes, that's right. There's BJ, Sally.
Yes.
So everything you need to know about this event is on the website, right? So
it's on the website.
You put scamania.celebrateyourlife.com, but it's also in there's like ColetteBaron-Reid.com/Scamania. Do we have a link? I don't know.
I don't know if you have a link directly from, I know you have a link directly from your website, but I'm not quite sure what it is.
I don't know. It was here earlier. I don't know. It doesn't
matter.
No.
Oh, I know. I put the direct link in here. So I typed it in here, scamania.celebrateyourlife.com.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Your room overlooked. Oh, that's right. Emmy, you were there last time. I know. It was gorgeous. It was so beautiful.
It's in the chat. So check it out, guys. Go look at the website. We'd love to see you there. If you're called, it's a big, it's a big deal. You're going so far, and it's beautiful, and it's going to be really nice. Really.
We just have a blast, you guys. So
and you can't come, but I'm going to miss you. Yes.
Bring the palms with you.
We have to say bye-bye. Bye.
Oh.
I know we could bring them, but no, she won't. She's got a heart condition. I can't take her.
She can't do that.
No, you can't. You can't.
All right, everybody, come hang out with us.
Thank you so much.
Bask in the magic.
Bye. Take care.
You're right there, Colette.